And if I recall correctly, there was a woman dancing around in her office, and what was expressed, I think it was just like words on the screen. It was saying that, I want a whole 8 hours and I ain't cuss nobody out. And it was like a celebratory thing. Like, we're gonna celebrate the fact that I ain't cussed nobody out and I've been here for 8 hours. That's like, man, that's interesting. We're gonna throw a party because we did the right thing. Something normal, not because you did anything that in reality is considered to be some type of noteworthy feat. Something that's normal. You conducting yourself like a civilized person while you're at work. I'm not talking about her. We're looking at the condition of a people. Not just of a people. That's where we at right now. You have these artists. They say, you do something I don't like, or I don't particularly care for in so many words, I'll shoot you. Which people have been doing that for a while. So like, huh? Since when does how you feel about what somebody else does give you the right to react to it? Another instance, I had the opportunity to overhear brother speaking, and as he was going through the situation with his woman, he was basically telling her, look, what I did was the right thing, or a better thing than what he could have did. So then he went into explaining that, as I shared, I could have done thus so. So the way I handled the situation was this way. I could have done the other thing. The fact that you're still rotating on it that way, or the fact that you are rotating on it that way, means you weren't really in it. Or you didn't do it for the right reason. Because you're still talking about the petty reaction that you could have given. There's a friend of mine, and she was talking to me about cutting somebody's tires. And I'm like, why would you do that? So she began to explain all the reasons that she had. So I'm thinking, what would you accomplish by doing that, though? Because you're upset with them. They didn't actually outright do anything to you. You just disapprove of how they conduct themselves or something they did, so you're going to go cut their tires. Meanwhile, I'm watching you go through all the sufferings that you bring upon yourself because you think that way. Listen to what I'm saying. There's so many of us who accept and subscribe to the idea of you get back what you give, not what you think you're supposed to get somebody back for. You get back what you give. So I try to tell her, look, you do that, it's not going to make your situation better. It's going to make it worse. Then when something of that nature comes to you, oh, woe is me, my life sucks. No, that's how you think. Same thing with the woman I was speaking about before. I've gone 8 hours in the office, I ain't cussed nobody out. I'm not saying that people won't do things that get under your skin, but just because they do that, and you don't like it, doesn't mean you posture yourself to come back at them with something that they may not like, or allow yourself to behave in such a way that may cost you your job. Sister the other day was telling me about a situation where two brothers got into an argument at a job, and one exposed the other. So he's drinking. He drinks on the job. And the man lost his job. Now, the man that was drinking on the job, that's his fault. Not the person that said anything about it. He knew better than to do that. But why did the man say something in the first place about it? I'm not saying it's right to go drink on your job. That's not what we're talking about. He went and said something about it because he was upset with him. So, okay, you want to do that? I got you. I'm going to make your life hell too. Or I'm going to make your life hell. You're going to pay for that. Another situation I witnessed. Now, I'm not talking about these people. I'm talking about how we've been taught to think that does not serve us. Brother ordered some Chinese food. Chinese food comes late as all hell. He gets upset. He says he's going to call the place and order $100 or $300 worth of food and not go pay for it. Same thing. We have been taught to be in such a reactive state that to actually get anywhere or do anything really productive, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. We can't get anywhere thinking that way. You might make a couple of dollars. You might be able to put a little bit of money away. But as far as making any real progress concerning our civilization, concerning respect, concerning having your woman look at you like you're deserving of that, or any other nationality, you'd be hard-pressed to find it. Children throw temper tantrums like that. You know, there's 15-year-olds that run farms. 15, married. Did you know that? We 25, 30, 40, 50 years old, still doing what toddlers do. We might want to give that up. Something to consider. We really want to see a change, experience a reality to something different.